Okay, we are going to talk about Pearl's temperament evaluation. So the first thing to understand is that with the scoring low, medium, high, um, low is not bad and high is not good. That's not how it works. It's just a spectrum. So you'll understand as we're going along. So the first thing that you'll notice is you put the puppy into the testing area, and what I'm watching for is confidence level. I'm looking to see whether their tail is tucked, whether their tail is up, whether they're checking out the new obstacles, or they crumbling in the corner. And she got a high for confidence. She was very happy to be there. She was exploring all my new obstacles. Nothing fazed her. And this translates to a dog that you can take anywhere. They handle new situations really easily, and nothing seems to faze them, which is awesome. Assertiveness. So the next thing you notice is that I get into the testing area, and what I'm looking for is how assertive is she with humans. And what this translates to is, for example, let's say that the 4-year-old is walking around the house with a piece of pizza. An assertive dog is going to just run up and snatch that piece of pizza out of their hand. Or on the flip side, when you get home, an assertive dog is very up in your face and they just want to be as close to you as they can. They just don't have regard for personal space. Whereas a low assertive dog probably is never going to take that pizza even if they want it, and they may like armory crawl over, or they may not approach at all. So she got a medium. So what you notice is she politely comes over, she kind of crawls into my lap, but that's kind of where she stops. She does, like, she recognizes boundaries and kind of look for me for the next step. After that, we're looking for motivation level. So it also known as workability, or how badly are they going to want to please their people. And she got a medium for this. So what we find with a medium workability is she wanted to try new things, and she did most of the things that I asked, but she also kind of got easily distracted. Very normal. So training should go fairly easily with her. She will be wanting to please you, and so far I've noticed she's quite food motivated. Nerve strength and resiliency. So what this means is their ability to handle and manage stressful situations. How do they react? And she got a high. So what we notice is when a dog is not handling well is they're scratching, or they're yawning, or they're shaking, and she took it all in stride. Nothing kind of veered her from course. She wasn't nervous to be there. She handled it all fantastic. Which is great to see. And I do see that on a normal day-to-day base with her as well. There is really nothing that phases her. So she's going to be a very easy puppy in the sense that she's going to handle a lot of new things with stride, a lot of change. She won't necessarily need as much stability that some puppies can thrive on when they have a lower nerve strength or resiliency. They need more dependability on what's happening for routine. Touch tolerance. This is not whether or not the puppy enjoys it, it's how tolerant they are. So think being handled by children, or going to the vet, or going to the groomer, and everyone should be improving the touch tolerance of their dog on a daily basis. So she got a medium. She handled the puppy massage fine, but she was like, okay, are we done? And I would say on a day-to-day basis, she when she's in playful mode, her touch tolerance is a little bit less. And when she's sleepy, she's very tolerant. I can use the Dremel on her nails. I can massage her paws, and we don't have problems with that when she's sleepy. So that would be my recommendation, is to continue working on touch tolerance for all dogs. Handle those paws, tap on those nails. And for puppies, we just want to make sure that we're kind of setting them up for success with lots of treats, either licky mats, or waiting for kind of that sleepy phase where they are more tolerant to our touch. So that just becomes normal part of life. Energy level. I gave her a medium. So what we noticed is she kind of runs about, but then she also had some spots where she stopped to explore and sniff, and the energy level kind of came down a little bit, and then she speeds back up and she gets playful again. And that was kind of straight across the board. Everybody was sort of medium level energy. What we notice with a low energy dog is they're really not interested in going for walks. Alternatively, a high energy dog, if they don't have their energy or their mental stimulation needs met, they become destructive. So medium, usually kind of middle of the road, is a good family friendly energy level for the most part. Sound and sight sensitivity. So what you notice is for the sound sensitivity, I have like the popper. It's like a shaker, and so I kind of shake it really loudly to see if they notice. And I don't care if they notice, but what I'm looking for is if they startle, do they recover, and how quickly. And for sight sensitivity, I pop up an umbrella and see if they notice. So she scored a low, which means she was not sensitive to it. She did not even notice that there was a sound or a sight. Basically, when you hear a puppy is bomb proof, this is what we're referring to, that they really didn't care that there was big sounds or big sights. On the flip side, a puppy that is highly sound sensitive or sight sensitive, it's really hard for homes with young children or loud adults or fireworks or busy cities. These can be more challenging placements for those puppies. So yeah, she really didn't notice, which is great. On the flip side, every puppy should continue to build on that. This is an adjustable trait that we should be building into. And this happens with regular exposure, positive exposure. Put on those sounds on playlists, Spotify, YouTube, whatever it is. Make sure your dog's in the room when you're watching a movie. That's all sound exposure. Prey drive. So I gave her a medium. She was very happy to play with the toys. She was interested in the toys and she did chase them, but she wasn't super intense about it. Right now she's teething, so yes, she kind of attacks at your pant legs, but most of them are doing that right now too. That's normal puppy behavior. A low prey drive, those puppies are often not interested in toys. They don't want to play fetch. They don't want to play tug very often. And a high prey drive can be something that families should be aware of. If you have young kids that are running through the house, or if you have other pets, animals, hamsters, cats, whatever it is, a high prey drive can be something that would be important to know before bringing your puppy home, so that you can be working on impulse control and managing. But prey drive in the middle is usually fairly manageable. And yeah, these puppies also enjoy toys, which is a helpful teething distraction. Human focus, I gave her a medium. She was happy to check in with me. She still wanted to engage with me. A dog that's not human focused doesn't often want to engage. And they just want to be on their own and do their own thing. She was in the middle. She was very happy to play, very happy to engage. But she was also independent enough to do her own thing. So families that have jobs or they are out of the house more often, this can be a good fit. Whereas a highly human focused dog, they can be a little bit more whiny and they can be more prone to separation anxiety. Whereas a dog that can handle a little bit more independence from the beginning, yeah, can often be a good fit for families that are in and out more often. Tenderheartedness. So what you notice is I fall on the floor and I kind of pretend to have a crying fit, and I see if the dog cares. And she was so worried about me. She came running over and was checking on me and licking my face, and then she didn't leave me. She stayed with me. These are the nurses, the dogs that you hear about that, you know, didn't leave their owner's side when they were sick. It's a highly tender-hearted dog that fulfills that role. Dog friendliness. So she's assertive. So what this means is she likes dogs. She'll be fine if the home doesn't have a dog. That being said, if they do, it is nice if the other dog is also maybe not quite as assertive, so that they are compatible play. And then the assertive dog often kind of pulls the play out of the less assertive dog, and it's a really nice relationship. But if you have any questions about Pearl, I think overall she's going to be, I think her puppy stage, she's a little, definitely on the playful side. She's going to be a lot of fun. She may be a little bit of a handful for a bit. Most puppies can be a challenge from weeks 9 to 12, and I think by 12 weeks, I think she will find her stride and she will thrive really well with some boundaries. And yeah, overall, I think she's going to be a great family dog.